What's up, cube dudes? Back at the beach.
I shall have to leave you, sir. Return to court.
Barely got back to Tucson.
Knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
This DLC is a lot more fluid than the actual game. I'll say that. Which is pretty nice. My chair.
Once you have finished examining
break
the
on me.
Be sure to report to Anarietta.
Fucking
Anarietta?
It's ridiculous.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
Okay. You
Her
got
Grace,
it.
the Duchess.
No promises.
I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomerin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Tucson.
Bravery's not enough against beasts.
Goodness gracious.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Pate.
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac-Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I
No
reckon you've
crayfish
not
soup
heard,
for you.
but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day. But when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious
concerned.
magnificence.
I think it's
He is
freckles.
tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac-Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac-Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
You said
Ask
that.
Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
I don't think the red sky would matter, but
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret.
I don't think you
The
understand.
Baron had gambling debts up to his ears.
I didn't see
It
a
finally
lady.
came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The ducal chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore. It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
As they do.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Palace Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Okay.
They say a great deal about you, Witcher. And whisper even more.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Yeah. Gotta get that coin. Wine wars. Well, sorry. Shit. Out of the fucking way, lady.
They're summoned from the north.
A knight for hire. Alright, let's see where we gotta be going. Okay.
Ugh.
That was a lot of quest on that board there.
Don't crowd around.
I'm waiting on my horse, sir. So hold yours. Okay.
Come on.
Come on, you really can't go through that. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Let's go.
Really? Oh my god, these fucking dots. I have not gotten any better.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
A fight, you say? Oh shit.
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
Hey guy. Can you talk? No, you're dead. Alright. Cool. I'll take that.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Busted
Same.
ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be.
Bruxa.
Killed with a single blow.
Alrighty. Oh, look. A cave.
In the cellar. Gotta be.
Oh, or a cellar, I guess. Could be a cellar.
Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. River muck. Carried the body in his cart.
But why attack it when it was already dead and had previously been attacked? These are questions, and we need answers. Oh, I can't go in here. How about that? Oh, yeah, boy. Cheese! First we loot. Oh, there's another door. Get some pretty cool stuff. Got some linens and things. It's locked. Boo. We don't like locked doors. Of course. Oh, that's not even a door. Alright. What is this? Oh, ignite. What a cute little Tuscany little villa. So pretty. That I can't go into any of the doors. I just go through here. Well, shit. Alright, there's more stuff up this way. Perhaps. Saw another door somewhere. Oh, there's a book. Haha. Look at the cute little river. Why would it show me a door when I can't get in said door? Rude. Okay. I guess we'll go in here now. Bring the action.
Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck.
That's unfortunate. Let's go to the bestiary. There's so many. Here we go. Yarden. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, they're rare. Okay. Let's get some oil on this bad boy. Which one was it? No, it's purple. It's purple. It's the purple one. All right.
Black blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers. Hurled against the wall with great force.
I will look back later. I didn't want my black blood to run out.
You. Saw you at the inn.
Maybe that's why I didn't notice her.
I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
Oh, but we do. What are you talking about, Geralt?
You are wrong.
Getting boobies straight out the DLC. I love it. Oh, she
I
likes me in
cannot
here.
let you leave.
Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, that's new. Fuck, man. Tear my ass up. I guess that's why Yarden comes in handy. God damn. Come on, a little circle, honky. Where'd you go? Here, bitch. Ah, shit. God dang. That is some shit right there. Just dodge it too. I don't like that. Stop dodging me! Yeah, bitch.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Ew, a monster's stomach. Well, she gave me a greater mutagen. How about that? See what she was doing.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
But why?
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat.
Ooh, what could it be?
A pouch, bulging with coins.
Okay.
Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Okay, so she didn't kill them.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Put it in your pocket. Unusual severed hand.
Murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far.
Very
Need to know
puzzling.
about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
See if there's any loot down here. Really? Nothing. Nothing at all? What the hell? Can't even take none of that wine. That's just shitty. Go down this way. Probably not gonna be anything down here either. That's bullshit. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why is everything locked? This place sucks for loot. Well then, okay. Where are we going? I have 3 signposts so far. We will find more, not to worry. Okay, come on, Roach.
Slower.
Up here? Where are you taking me? Dots?
Go, go.
Come on, Roach. You can do it. Get up there. It's just stairs, buddy. This must be the tournament. Wait there, old girl. There's too many people to run over.
This is giant folks talk the roar so horrid. It should all be
Talking to children.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Virtue always wins.
But the Black Knight, he's a villain and he wins.
The cutter of Casteldaccia, too.
Moral victory. That's what counts.
Rubbish.
Well, fuck.
That will do for questions.
Shut up,
Go find your parents.
kids. Fuck y'all.
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Well, let's go then.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
What the hell is that?
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
I don't like it. Kind of have a feeling he's gonna die. I'm gonna have to jump in there and put that thing down.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Ho ho ho.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Looks very rocky.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I do too, Geralt. Same page, bud. This is not gonna end well. Oh, there's one of the bells. Uh-oh. What happens when he knocks the rest of them off? Oh, there it went.
Damn it.
You're all fucked up. Yeah, you're dead.
We have to help him.
I don't even know how to fight these things. There probably isn't even in here yet either. I would assume it would be some type of ogreoid. No, not that. Oh. No, not that. Oh, here we go. Ard. Relic oil. Alright. Go put some of that on real fast. I think that's this one. Nope. This one. That on there. And first, we Quinn.
We are when it hears us.
And then oh, shit, goddamn. Shit! Oh, he's fast. That's not what I wanted to do. Goddamn! Casey! He's armored. Damn it. This one's gonna be hard to beat. God, where can I hit it? It's armored everywhere. Perhaps. No, that didn't. That one wasn't it.
water shall triumph against all odds.
I guess I poisoned it. Or maybe it's the relic oil that's doing that.
Damn it.
Don't know where to hit it. Be still.
The witch awaited till the time was true.
He stunned me.
12 danced and spun, struck the monster right through.
That hurt. Oh no! That's not what I wanted at all. Oh no! Oh no, he died! Well, shit.
Unto death. Woe to us all, the monsters that have come, then naught shall have.
That's not what I wanted to happen at all. Ah, shit. Come here, ugly. This is taking forever. Cool. Froze it and caught it on fire. Damn it. Why do you roll around so much? Oh, that's when you roll around. You're trying to get close to it. I keep going to the back of it. Hit its face.
Dodge, dive, flee, faint. Its racer strikes belly. Servers cries ring aloud. Blood transformed into jelly.
Can't believe that guy died. I need to stop doing that thing. Nope, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay. Come here, fucker. Damn it. My sword's almost broke. Stop hitting its ass, Geralt. Go around to the front.
Damn, you're ugly.
Finally. Fuck. I feel really bad that that guy died.
The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Don't cheer for that. 2 people died.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
It suffered enough.
Put it out of its misery.
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Christ be the victors!
I shouldn't have done it just to prove a point, but I'm nice.
Forgive me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not as nimble as in
He's
my
not dead.
younger years.
Whew. Okay,
You
that
fought
makes me feel
bravely.
better.
Thanks for your help. Guillaume,
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Poor fucker.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
Mm-hmm. What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But whatever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Oof. I can already tell this lady's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Well then.
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. and maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. He will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt.
Okay.
The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Give my vineyard,
Lovely, generous
bitch.
gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it.
That was unexpected.
Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck.
Well then.
He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Okay.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third.
Very-
Sir Delacroix was wont to claim
that in
Weird.
modern times, knights face new challenges. Enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Five virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
So, I don't think I mentioned that the coin purse was shoved down that guy's throat. I'm pretty sure he just said that it was found on the body.
Your Grace!
Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled after she just ripped it off of herself.
That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna get to run. Do 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 dee 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 dee. Oh shit! Okay, there we go.
Your Grace seems right at home in a saddle.
Run away, horse!
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
If he's part of the game.
Can't believe it.
It's here! Get right the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held.
Where?
Participants must find
Come on,
a
girl.
unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
We gotta break the rules. That's what I like to hear. Breaking the law, breaking the law.
On second thought, through here.
She's running around in her bloomers.
I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to try it.
I ain't got time to try your shit right now.
If one were to call a state correct.
I do have time to repair my fucking sword, though. Ah! Okay, alright. I can use dyes now. Alright, I got some yellow. I don't think I want to make anything yellow, though. My armor got pretty hurt in that fight. Oh, just my chest. Okay. The color of this one is actually okay.
What other part of the state would one have in mind, if not that which
I'll definitely change the armor of that griffin. Color of that griffin armor, though.
But this is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister,
were you still a virgin?
Oh, harsh.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Dickhead.
Or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Cast Axie. Damn it, Geralt. Use your brain. Gotta find a treat for the unicorn? What is this? That's fine.
Come on, stay calm. Damn it. Shh. Calm down. Easy now.
There. Ain't finding no damn treat for that unicorn.
Well, that's hardly fair. Flagrant cheating is what it is.
Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, we didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square. We were unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next clue.
Get out of my face. I'm not the witch you're looking for.
Off on horseback.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior. A complete collapse of social norms.
Alley-oop.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Do monsters have mamas and papas?
What the blazes? Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
Toffee. Candy. We're gonna have to check every one of these fish. Nope, wrong way.
That is not allowed.
It's not allowed. Sorry. It's allowed for me. Where the fuck is this fish? Oh, I think I see it. That looks kind of gold. There we go. You fucker.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Ain't got time for this bullshit.
Why, you bombard straight.
Oh.
He's ruined the
I guess I could have took that boat. And I think swimming's faster.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Oh, yeah?
The light, it's positively
Good to know.
useless. She can't possibly see a thing.
Unicorn's down here. Hey, buddy. This is the best day of my life. I'm riding a unicorn.
Dark secrets taste even a fairy tale.
This is so funny.
Go, go.
No buts.
I wish only...
Forgive my wife, Your Grace. She wished to win so bad.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
Bitch. Sorry, honey.
Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, and end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese. What was my clue? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go with someplace cramped.
Someplace really cramped, uncomfortable.
Because it mentions groans and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green.
Ah.
Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Don't do riddles. Wow, that's a lot of experience points.
Wait here.
Don't me. No. Ew, what the fuck are you?
Oh, the butch. Oh.
What the hell?
What was that?
Looks like some kind of vampire. Gotta be. Let's go, Geralt. You're a badass. All sorts of fucking awesome.
I'm here.
This
elder
belonged to
vampire.
you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
I don't like that question, sir. I don't kill innocent people. Right? Have I not killed any innocent people? It's a hard question. I don't think I did. I might have let some get killed. I'm gonna say none.
I don't kill innocents. Murderers, though, you bet.
I'll soon be done. I've but one left. And you, should you not stand down.
And once you're done, intend to leave? Go kill somewhere else?
Like it's Jack.
No. I intend to live. Happily ever after.
Yep. Hi, vampire. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Shit. Okay. Gonna consume that. I feel like he's gonna be a bitch to deal with. I think I should be okay though. I should be alright. What the hell is that? Oh. Okay. Alright. Let's do this.
I won't let you kill again.
Shit, he's fast. Just mentality. Shit, I used up stamina on that.
Like that.
How's he blocking everything? I don't know what I'm trying to do this out loud during combat, but it's pissing me off. Hit him. His health bar was not all the way down. Of course. Goddamn, that was a lot of experience. Again. Already gained 2 levels since starting this. Oh!
You want to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Ah.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Mm-hmm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, He prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upsetting immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I'd makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher,
It's very
we flew
convenient.
here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
All right. Well then. That was enlightening. Spend some of these points. Which one do I want? I don't counterattack. I don't use crossbows that often. I don't really need any of that either. I don't need any crossbow stuff. Shat. I guess that could come in helpful. But first, upgrade my Quinn intensity all the way. That could be helpful. Art intensity. Just don't have room for all this stuff. I guess I could make room. I kind of don't want to. Hard decisions. Decisions. This increases adrenaline regeneration by 5% using signs now generates adrenaline points. Well, then that would be helpful. I'll do that. See how that works. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's put that back on there for now. And I will rework my tree. Ugh, I hate not being able to carry stuff. I need to sell it. What is this? Local ducal official who doles out rewards for contracts. Okay. Oh, man. Well, I guess I should go to this notice board while I'm here. Oh. Can I go this way? Fuck no. God damn it. Skills and stuff. In my way. I have no idea where I am in this town. It's just another town for me to get lost in. I got an alchemist right there. There it is. Oh no.
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Would you want some money?
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations.
Yes.
Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
Oh, thanks, babe.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Alright, cool.
Oh?
I did want to do that.
Nice tea.
That will help
Might
me.
be worth looking into.
Wasn't there supposed to be a...
Someone needs an escort. Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating.
Goodness gracious, great balls of granite.
There was a time the knights would simply drive off that sort of rabble. In a snap.
Okay, got another Fist of Fury thing. Not really interested in that. There's a couple of bars in this town. It's quite large. It's just... Gonna fast travel back here. Fix up my stuff, sell some stuff. All that good shit. So many quests now. Oh, there you are. There can only be one. What up, my dude?
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
What have you got there?
Let us see. Oh, a lot of money. A lot of money is what you got there. That's what I like to see, sir. Just some ingredients stuff. I don't really need any of that yet. But you will buy this, and 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 that, and that. I'm keeping the new moon boots. You can have those. Those are relics. You can have those. And these. I need to go to my box. I dropped some of this shit off. So, let's see here. I have 10 of these. I am never going to use those. No. You know what? Screw it. It's greater or nothing at this point. Taking all your money, sir. And these I will keep. He doesn't want any magic. Was that even English? Oh my gosh. I'm not getting rid of my trophy. I thought I had a lot more stuff to sell than that. I picked up a lot of junk. Repair all my shit. See, oh, that's disappointing. Glass. I don't know what I'll need glass for, but I have some now. Oh, hell yeah, meteorite ore. Oh my gosh, why do I have so many pipes? Jeez Louise. That was a little ridiculous. It's a pouch filled with florins. I can't just get all the florins that were in there. Apparently I'm gonna need copper for something. Boar pelts. I have so much shit. Okay.
So long.
Thank you, sir.
Vanity bell. Music to a smithy's ears.
Good man. I need a
Shake
fresh
this
set of
armor
shoes
around
for
real
my
quick.
mount. Promptly.
Hello, sir.
Abercrombed and greft or fluted, whatever your heart's desire.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Looked like he had some helmets. Got a lot of cool looking armor. Ooh. Ooh. Well. Fuck. I'm gonna spend all my money. Oh man, these are so cool. Okay. Those are worth it. That gives me more carry weight. That was practical. The saddle that I have has more stamina than these, I believe. But they're really cool. Which one do I want, though? I think I want that one. Now what blinders do I want? Kind of want the ones with the horns. Then I kind of want this spiky one, too. Which would go better? It's kind of coppery. I'll go with the horns ones. Cool. That made me excited. Okay. I don't need any glyph recipes right now. Okay, sir. Thank you for taking all my money. Appreciate that.
So long.
Here, Master Witcher. Over here.
Oh, here. Use. Where's the table? There it is. And oh, let's put all this stuff on Roach. Equip. Oh, those were the same. Okay. Yeah, the saddle's not quite as good. Saddlebags are definitely better. I might keep that saddle. For races and such. Until I find one better. Alright, give me some of my money back.
Abercrombed and greft or fluted.
Okay, shush.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Give me my money. Sell that. And sell those.
So long.
That's enough of that. Okay.
Don't crowd around.
Where was ye old signpost? There it is. There's a barber. I don't think I need a haircut.
It's all wrong.
I'm going to my house.
It's effortless.
And Roach is here.
The days pass. The pile of work remains.
Oh, he looks so cool. Oh, Roach, you're so awesome. What a pretty girl. Oh, and it does go perfectly together. I'm so excited. Alright. Alright, I got some people working here for me. I guess I can go in my house now.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Pietro. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, You must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
I'm looking forward to it.
Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards.
Well then.
He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years.
Oh my gosh.
Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
All right.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
Am I actually going to have to walk, or is it going to be cutscene? Cutscene it is.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Okay.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Interesting.
The days pass.
Am I gonna get blacksmiths and stuff in here to work for me?
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Indeed.
I'd rather be an eagle than a quail.
You walk so
yes,
slow.
I should, if I only could.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place.
Okay.
They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Alright, we got grapes and olives.
Had they go, or should I say, she once had me.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Indeed. How can you own a winery and not try your wine? Just blessed.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life, by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close.
Interesting.
And the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Well then.
Monsieur Boleus's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory.
Okay, so
and
I can
once again
grow my herbs
planting
here
it
and
with
stuff?
herbs and other vegetation.
Interesting, interesting. I like it, I like it.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Chet Peters Coronata.
I think it's kind of funny how I was talking shit about this place and now it's mine. It's fitting. Is that everything?
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Now I shall sing you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Going down in the
The
cellar.
cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Where to now? Major Domo.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Back up to the house. Alright.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Are we going in the house? Indeed. Alright, house tour!
And welcome inside.
Quaint.
On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Yes. Yes. Ha.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
What can we
Most
do?
Decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
What can we do? Yeah, start with the grounds.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes.
Start making some
we
money.
Certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table.
Yes.
A good way to start things off, don't you think?
I like it. swords.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Well, if it's only 1,000.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive.
Cool.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Let's
Been thinking about the outer
housework
walls.
I can do.
Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompeli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence
is it gonna
positively
cost?
sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Woo! Let's go ahead
It's
and
in
do
your
it.
hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around.
All right, just
Highly
got the
skilled
place.
at what they do. It shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
Nice.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Not right now.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Oh, BB. Armor stand. It's just a little one. It's a little bitty guy. Where's my chest? What the hell? Can I even sleep on this? There's a book thingy. Leave the candles lit in here, I guess. Doesn't say it's down. Ah! Maybe it is down. Said that was used for storage. Weapon rack. Ah, here we go. Place trophy. Hell yeah. Oh, why did I keep those? Don't need those arrows. I'm gonna sell those boots. I don't need that shit. Hehe, let's put some trophies everywhere. I want that one. And 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 that one. Okay, I don't know how many spaces I have. Oh no, don't jump. Place trophy. No items in inventory that can be placed here. The fuck do you mean? Do I have to like go get them? Like, worked or something? Boo. then. Screw it. What a waste. Ah! Always do that. What is that? Use? Oh, man. Can I put all the books on there, though? Whatevs. Where is that? Here we go. Armor stand. And the gloves. And the boots. Look at that. So cool. Kitchen. Okay, anywho. What a view. Alrighty, I'm gonna be done with this for today. I am out of time. See what we're gonna do whenever we come back. Holy shit. So many things. So many. I could go on with that. Yeah, we're gonna be taking care of some of these secondary quests here. I have a Witcher contract. I'm not gonna do any of those because those are all in different places. But I don't know which one yet. We will figure it out whenever we come back. If you liked it, hit that follow button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. Come back and see us. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm GGB3, and this is the B Cube. Thanks for watching. Bye!